Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Now in today's video, what we're going to be doing is, well, we got the NAS here, and we have to do a few things. Because there's some issues happening with it, and yeah. First off, I gotta take off the side screws, because, yeah, I didn't take them off beforehand, before I start recording. Which is another thing that I probably should have. There's one. Maybe, there we go. There's another screw. And then we can just pull it off. And we're in. Okay. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to disconnect the hard drive. Our Seagate hard drive. And there's a reason for that. The reason is I don't want any of the data to get corrupted as I'm doing this. So I'm doing that for now. So then what we're going to do is we're going to bring it all the way up here. Then we're going to... I don't think we're going to be able to connect... Oh, yeah, we might be able to connect this back temporarily to the DVD drive. Okay, so now that's reconnected. I'll do a nice little that. And now we're just going to put this back on. Maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back on, and then, yeah, we'll get back to work. Okay, so now we're here on the Windows 10 setup screen. And the reason we're here is because we have to do a few things. So first off, we are going to run the Windows 10 We're going to run the Windows 10 setup, and then we're going to make a USB from it. Why the heck is this not working? There. So then we're going to use the Windows 10 setup for this part, as I've said multiple times already. So we're going to accept, and we're going to create an installation media for Windows 10 64-bit. And we're just going to make a USB flash drive under the E drive, which I've nicely named Y Windows 10. And there's actually a good reason for why I'm using Windows 10. And for my NAS instead of something like True NAS or something. So my NAS is going to be connected through Wi-Fi all the time. And my only problem with that, I have to connect it with the Wi-Fi because my router has 0 Ethernet ports. And if you want Ethernet ports, an adapter for it's like $20. So obviously I'm going to save money. And I bought the Wi-Fi adapter. If you know, you know the Wi-Fi adapter from previous videos. So yeah, that's why I have to use Windows 10. So it's time-lapse time. Okay, USB's all plugged in. So now let's just restart the computer, and we will see what happens from there. Hopefully, it works. Okay, we're in the installer, so we're going to click next now, and then we're going to click the install now button. And now setup will start, and then we do the pick the version and all that. Yep, so we have a product key, so we're going to choose our version. I'm going to do 10 Pro. Wait for this. Load. Set terms, yep. And the drive, as you know, our drive has been taken out, so yeah, all the data on there is safe. And then, just like that, we are installing. So now it's time to go into a time lapse. And just like that, we're in. So now we're going to choose our language, or our state, or country. Choose keyboard layout, skip. And now we go to the network. Will it help the network? Yes. But I'm going to say I don't have internet. Now we're going to continue with the limited setup, and there's a reason for that, which I will explain in a minute. Because we're going to use this PC server. And we're going to put the password I will use for the server. And then we're going to do that, and that, and that. To make things just a little bit easier. And then everyone's favorite part, privacy settings. No, 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 and no. Get out here, Cortana, and yep, that's all. And just like that, we're all set up. But now there's a few things we have to do. So now I can actually disconnect this USB that I have currently plugged in, and then we will plug in the other USB, which has a bunch of drivers and stuff on it. If I can plug it into the port. There we go. This has all of our drivers on it. Or at least should have all of our drivers on it. Yep, there's drivers. Wait. It's this one. Okay, so now what I have to do is we're going to go into Device Manager. And then we are going to head over to the video controller. Right click, update driver. Browse manually. Then we're just going to go to here. The Dell Windows 11 driver. And then we're just going to install the driver. And if you give it a second, it should flicker. Here in a minute, there it goes. And then it kind of does that. And then, yeah, it's that easy. It is very, very easy. Okay, now time for the fun part. Now we gotta plug the hard drive back in. So, time to go over to the camera view. Yes, there's one thing that I forgot to do. You have to go into the where the DVD drive is, and then we have to install the Wi-Fi adapter drivers. So, yeah, my brain kind of completely forgot about that. So now we're trying to plug the DVD drive. Maybe. There it goes. And then we're going to put the disc in. And now we will just let it read for a minute. And eventually it should, quote, should pop up. Hopefully. Maybe. Maybe never. Maybe this DVD drive is just broken. Maybe. Or maybe I should have to refresh. Nope. Oh, wait. There it is. Now, we accept. And then it'll pull up the wizard. Click on the thing. Let it initialize. And then in a minute, it should let us install the driver. And the app crashed. Oh, never mind. It's just searching for it. Okay, now we just give it a minute. There we go. There we go. Okay, so there's that. Okay, I'm gonna let that install, and then we gotta restart, and I will be back at the camera. Okay, now I've already took the screws out, so there's the side back. Now we gotta get this DVD player cord. DVD player cord, so that I can wire that back up to the hard drive. which is right here. So, plug the hard drive in, just like it's the other way, just like this. We're going to grab our power, plug that in, and we are just going to do what I normally do. Put it just like down here in the corner, and then side, go back on here, maybe, there it goes, side goes on, and then we get our screws, and we screw them back in, like that, and then we gotta boot it up, and then we gotta do the fun part of naming, and then the share. The share through the Wi-Fi part. So, screw has been screwed back in. And now for the reconnection of the computer. Okay, now we are all on the Wi-Fi. Now what we gotta do is we have to go into settings. Maybe. Okay, there's settings. And then what we're going to do is we're going to head over to System. And then we're going to go down to About. I think it's About. Yeah, it's About. I'm going to rename this PC. We're going to just rename this PC NAS. And then after we rename it NAS, we got restart. So I'm going to click the restart button. And we will let it restart. Okay, we're back. So now we're going to head over to the File Explorer. And go over to this PC, maybe. There it goes. Then we see we have the hard drive here. So we're going to call this NAS HDD. Compared to whatever it was named before, because I'm not even sure what it was named before. And this, go by. Don't know why this keeps popping up. There. Okay. NAS is here. Everything is still here. So now we gotta do the fun part. We're gonna go to properties. We're going to do the sharing. Advanced sharing. And we are going to call this NAS. Now, before you share, remember, go into your permissions. And what I do is I just allow control for everything so that you can edit everything. And now, if we open up the File Explorer on my computer, which I'm going to be showing you about now, you can see I'm going to head over here to Network Drive, which for some reason keeps going on the wrong display. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go, I put it down to the B drive, boom, boom, NAS, and I connect using the different credentials. And we're going to input those credentials that we had earlier. And if you remember the credentials, click OK. Your thing will pop up. And now the NAS is finally fixed again. So, thank you for watching me fix the NAS. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And we will see you in another video.